Hello everyone, welcome to day 24 of recreating thumbnails. I had taken a 30-day challenge and today is the 24th day. I'm very excited to create new thumbnails. So today's thumbnail is from Barely Evolved, the worst time in history to be born as a human. So this guy has used vectors to create a thumbnail which looks very good. So we'll create that. Let me add a frame. The size of the frame as usual, 1920 by 1080. And I'll rename it to day 24. I have downloaded these two images from FreePic. The links are in the description. You can download them from there. And I'm removing the backgrounds currently. So let's remove this image background too. I think these all things will be removed. Okay. So now we have something like this and these two images. Okay. I'll copy this image as well as I want to keep this image. So now we have three different images, right? So let's add this image first. And let me adjust this one. And now I'll add this image and let me adjust this one. Okay, so the two images are perfectly aligned. I'll rename this as BG and log this. And I'll rename this as FG. Okay, let's log this too. Now we need a grid, right? Which is something like this. Or we can add this man first. So let's just add this guy over here. And let's resize him. Add him here. Okay. Okay, so the lead character is added. Now, since our image is too much colorful, we can select both of these images. We can do one by one and lower the saturation of this BG2. Let's lower it. Now the image is grayscaled and it looks like there's a famine or something. And for that thing, we can increase the saturation of the foreground a little bit. Okay, not too much, just a little bit. Okay, so the guy is also placed. Let's log this guy. Now we need the grid in the background. So we'll create a grid using the lines. Let's add a line. The spacing between the lines was, I'll change the stroke width to 50. And then I'll change the spacing between the lines to be 50. And let's duplicate the lines using Command D. And let's copy and paste the lines again and make this a grid. Now I'm going to delete these ones as well as these three. Now the grid is ready. I'll group it. And let me see if there are any lines left. Let's flatten it. So now this becomes a single vector. And now let's move this vector behind our foreground. And now we can increase the size of the script a little bit. And let's open the Screw tool. And we can move this something like this. Yep. I think -10 will do good. Let's increase the size of this a bit. Now what I'll do is I'll change the fill of this whole thing. So now I'll add a gradient which will go like this. I'll add white over here. The white will be here too, but its opacity will decrease to 20. So now as you can see, the grid's fading. Okay. Or we can make it 0%. So now it completely fades here and it looks good. Now we have to draw this. We can simply draw it with a pen tool. We can trace this. Okay. This going down. Now let's move this thing inside a frame. Okay, it's too much big. We can increase the stroke width and the color to white. And let's just change it to something like this. Let's add an arrow at the endpoint and decrease the width. We will add the triangular arrow. Let's move this point over to here and add it before the foreground. And now I want to add a linear gradient to this one too. Let's color this as a little bit lighter color. And let's color this the same. And then we'll change it to somewhere near white. And let's change the opacity of this to to let's say 20. And then since these lines are now visible, so this doesn't look good. So now we'll make this color. See, now it has a fading effect without these lines visible. So now we have the background ready too. Now we just need the text, right? So for the text we can write, which is too much bigger. So we can try 128.5% survival rate. And the font should be of something like comic. This font will be good. So let's change the filter red, as well as let's add an effect, a drop shadow of red color only. And let's increase the blur, increase the color opacity, and keep on increasing the blur. Now let's reduce the color transparency to 40. Okay. Okay, so this looks good. Now we have to increase the font size again to 140. And we need an arrow, so we can draw one using the line tool. Okay, let's draw one. And now let's curve this line. So now we have an arrow which looks like this. Let's increase its weight, change the color to red, and let's make the start point a line arrow. And let's move it here, maybe here. Or we can move this guy along with this line to somewhere near here. Now this looks good. Now we can move this guy to here. This looks good too. Oh, we'll keep this. And I think our thumbnail is ready. So this was looking very challenging. Because of free pick, we got vectors so easily, and our thumbnail was ready within a few minutes. Do let me know in the comment section, guys, whether you liked it or not. Please share it with your friends and subscribe to Create a Sauce. I'll meet you in the next day. Till then, take care. Bye bye.